Alright. I think it's live, actually. Wow, that was weird. That was a weird hiccup. I thought that it was having issues for a second, but it looks to be good. Yeah. Alright. Let's let some folks pile on in here. I'm excited. I'm excited. Also, let me know if the audio levels are good, because hopefully they're balanced relatively well. I should probably share this on relevant social medias. Hey, Mazurai, you are the first person in here, my friend. Yo, yo. I'm playing what is considered the worst. Nah. That's a little bit inflammatory. So that might work. What is considered the worst COD of all time for the first time. Come join. Curious to see if it's really a Halo knockoff. There we go. I feel like that's a fairly good way to hopefully get some folks in here. Man, it sucks sometimes. The game, you know? Okay. There we go. We got that rolling. Let me see how you guys are doing, though. What's your opinion on Andor so far? I've not watched it. I haven't watched it yet. Believe me, I know. I've heard it's amazing. And I have to watch it. I can feel the pull of Andor. It's what makes it tough is having to sit down and watch an entire TV show. So let's make sure we got target assist, aim assist, medium. Yeah, that's all looking good. Video options. Let's check out the graphics to make sure that they're all right. Texture resolution, anisotropic filtering, shadow map resolution. I'm gonna set it just to high. Okay, yeah. That I can definitely run to ultra. Motion blur, let's get that on. Let's get depth of field on. Let's turn anti-aliasing, I think, to filmic SMAA 1. Just a wee bit of film grain, methinks. There's somebody right now who's like gagging, but Call of Duty games look good. They look filmic. Appropriately filmic, I think. Tessellation. Of course, let's get some tessellation. Bullet impacts, yes please. Level of detail. Ultra. FOV scale. Let's set the FOV to whatever the recommended value is. It's me, have some money, yay, says Mr. Nowhere. Dude, Mr. Nowhere, welcome. It's good to see you, man. It's been a while. I've been busy working with T-Dog, but now he's at COD Next. And I'm going to focus on my channel for a bit. Dude, Mr. Nowhere, thank you for the $50, dude. It's always awesome to hear from you. Hopefully you're doing well. You've had a chance to slow down a little bit. Enjoy your new place of work. Just, you know, settle into that routine, dude. Don't you have a 10 series? If so, you can max this. I know I can max it. It's more like I don't want to like stress out my PC because I don't know, at least when I play Halo Infinite, weird stuff happens with the stream. Like the stream kind of like throws a temper tantrum, you know, bit quality goes down the toilet. It's a good looking game. and fairly easy to run, which is nice. Let's also get the effects volume down just like a smidge. Finally, LNG vid time. Happy to be here. Happy to have you here, Mr. Nowhere. Always happy to have you, dude. What games have you been playing lately? Last time we chatted, I think you said that you weren't too keen on Helldivers yet, just because you want something that you can enjoy on your own, you know? Something that doesn't get the heart rate up, something you can just relax to. CPU stuff, most likely? Yeah, you know what? Probably. Yeah, God, this 1080 Ti needs to be laid to rest, and my CPU, it has powered through some of the bullshit I've put it through with no complaints, and really it has earned a rest. Goat City. Are you excited for the 2 Halo game announcement panel? It's on the 24th, maybe. Because, oh my God, that's my birthday. Really? October 24th? That's when they're doing it? That's my birthday. That's weird. I'm excited to see what they're going to announce. I did see the leaks, by the way, about the... Oh, man. Okay, so remember the Oblivion remaster? How it was... Essentially, it wasn't fully made in the Unreal Engine. It was the original Oblivion game with Unreal Engine essentially handling all the graphics stuff. Which is good, because, you know, Unreal Engine is at least a pretty-looking engine. But you need to keep the game still feeling like its original engine, which Oblivion definitely, for better and for worse, achieved that. And apparently this new Halo Combat Evolved remake, it is running on a weird cobbled together branch of the Halo Reach game engine. And Unreal Engine is being used to power the visual side of it. So it's going to feel like Halo, but look pretty. Which I think sounds exciting. Music is good. I'm not crazy about the Infinite Warfare soundtrack, I'll be honest. It was Sarah Shatchner? How do you pronounce her name? It was her first Halo score. Or Halo. That was a Freudian slip. It was her first Call of Duty score, and it's good music, don't get me wrong. It's great music. Really, really good music. It just... It's not the strongest melody, you know? Like, this was not Modern Warfare 2 Hans Zimmer. This was not Black Ops 2, you know? I thought it was sort of weak, even though it was still a very, very good score. And thankfully, I think the score she did for the Modern Warfare reboot is one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time. The Modern Warfare reboot's soundtrack is... It's hard to articulate how good it is. Helldivers didn't grab me. Played original Halo Wars recently. Childhood vibes. Dude, awesome. Yeah, so Mr. Nowhere, for Steam Deck, there are certain games that Valve rates as Steam Deck verified, which basically means you can just boot up the game and without even going into the options menu, it feels great. You know, almost like it's natively built for the Steam Deck. And Halo Wars Definitive Edition is one of those Steam Deck verified games. And Halo Wars is very comfortable in a handheld device. Very, very comfortable. One of the most relaxing evenings I've had in a very long time was, I want to say a month ago. My wife was asleep next to me. My dog was asleep on my lap, and we were all in bed. The lights were out, and I was playing Halo Wars on my little Steam Deck with my earbuds in. Very comfortable experience. It's on the 24th, maybe because Certain Affinity multiplayer is dropping that night or week. Thoughts? Late night gaming? I don't think that's what's going to happen, because Halo Infinite announced that the Halloween stuff is going to be going on. Around the 7th, I think, is when the Halloween update drops for Halo Infinite. So I doubt that they'd want to... They would want Halo to be, for the most part, put out to pasture, like Halo Infinite, you know, before they start hyping up whatever the new Halo project is, you know? Infinite Warfare was my favorite COD in a long time, especially zombies. So, I have about 170 hours in this game, and the reason I do, I never touched the campaign. I played some of the multiplayer. I think I prestiged maybe twice or once. It was all zombies. Because Infinite Warfare Zombies is so good. Like, Infinite Warfare Zombies, I think, might be my favorite... It might be my favorite version of zombies on the last generation of consoles. On the Xbox One, PS4 generation. Just, like, Zombies in Spaceland was such a good launch map. And then Raven the Redwoods afterwards was great as well. The DLC maps, they kind of fell off a little bit. But the strength of Zombies in Spaceland and just the core gameplay loop of Infinite Warfare Zombies was enough that I sunk 170 hours into this game. So it's crazy. All the weapons and stuff, I'm not familiar with them from, like, a narrative side. Because I'm not familiar with the campaign that much. I think I played 2 missions before I kind of dropped off. And my heart is open. Despite the inflammatory title, my heart is very much open. I am ready to go into it. I did a little bit of research into the world building for this game's campaign. So yeah. Have you seen the video of you done by Master Cheeks? I have not. Master Cheeks. That channel's a little bit grifty, right? A little bit rage baity. I poked in there once because it got recommended in the algorithm, and I clicked on the channel, and I saw some of the thumbnails, and I was like, okay, goodbye. I don't need this. Easily one of the best COD campaigns ever made. Zombies is also good. Infinite Warfare is also my favorite advanced movement COD. This game is criminally underrated. Interesting take on zombies. Yeah, I love Call of Duty Zombies mode. I have extensive thoughts and opinions on all of them, except maybe Vanguard's Zombies mode, because that was around the time Rebecca and I were really... there was a lot of stuff going on, so my ability to play games was... you know, I didn't have as much free time, so I didn't get a lot of opportunities to spend in Vanguard, but I got a lot of thoughts about each incarnation of the Zombies mode. Alright. Let's do regular. Master Cheeks is pretty corny. Did he at least do me well? Was I at least funny?
The needs of our planet were greater than she could supply.
Okay. All right.
So we went beyond the reaches of our atmosphere.
The final frontier. That's a pelican. That's a Halo pelican. Did you see that?
The new frontier offered the promise of a new beginning. But the distance gave way to a movement with no connection to the place we call home.
Oh, is Mars the bad guys?
New ambitions. A new enemy. The Settlement Defense Front built an army and broke away from the Earth with blood and violence.
How?
They aren't revolutionaries. They want absolute power.
How? Okay.
They raid colonies, take resources, and control
I got some
territories
thoughts.
by
Hang on.
force.
And I know it's Call of Duty, okay?
They use their fleet to block us from raw materials we need to survive. Their mission is to erase everything Earthborn. Today, the SDF is a war machine, ruled by its military. If a leader united that force, they would mobilize, try to take our homeland.
Okay. I'm sold. Martians, Mars-born humans are the antagonists. This is very fun. But
one of our weapons facilities is under attack by the SDF.
we can barely keep a single country unified. How is Mars able to, within, I'm going to give them 200 years, able to unify an entire planet of people and build themselves starships and turn themselves into a war machine without waging war against each other and never directly attacking the Earth? It seems like progress happened very, very quickly, and the situation surrounding their rise and militarization seems very flimsy. Oh man, are we, is it wrong controller? You see me. I'm pressing this. No! Call of Duty. What's going on? Oh, there we go. I had the game, my cursor was off the game. Okay. Okay. Here we go. This reminds me a lot of Black Ops 2's skydiving right now. Gosh, dude, these Call of Duty games, like, the Call of Duty engine is so primitive in a lot of areas in terms of its like rendering tech, the way that environments are built with it, from what I understand. Which just means that, like, the artists that work on Call of Duty games are some of the most skilled artists in the game industry, that they're able to kind of, like, mask the COD engine's deficiencies. Because, like, look at that glass, or that, not glass, that ice shader. That looks so good. Still it looks good. Okay. Okay, we're doing the Call of Duty thing. Yeah.
Stay point. 1-1 to Reaper. Set that gun as
Yeah, see, so these weapons, I know these from zombies. I don't have a lot of familiarity with them in regards to the campaign. Mars is smaller and not fully colonized. The population is much smaller, but they use breeding programs to try and bridge the gap, and they also conscript a lot of their people.
Keep moving. Reaper, we're approaching the entry point. Be advised,
What's their economy like, I guess? Like, I read a little bit about the SDF on the Call of Duty wiki, and it didn't seem realistic at all. Okay, which one am I going for? Okay, we got those guys. Which I also understand, like, it's a Call of Duty campaign, you know. Usually the excuse for war is the weakest part of any Call of Duty campaign, because it just, like, logistically, geopolitically makes no sense. why some wars are started in fictional Call of Duty campaigns. But I gotta say, this game artistically looks really freaking cool. I like this like militarized NASA punk look. It's like if the movie Interstellar was a military movie, you know? Like it feels like if NASA went to war. It's really, really good looking. I like it a lot. Okay. High voltage electrical equipment.
Snake is out.
Copy that.
Oh, I remember this thing. Look, it's like, so this little guy, if you just toss him, he beep, 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 he like runs away and it explodes somebody. I remember those guys. I like those little silly bomb things.
Fan out.
Our weapons in the armory vault.
It's a funny idea for an explosive device. Like if your technology is advanced enough that you can make like robots that can like quickly pathfind around a like living room or something, instead of like throwing a grenade and hoping that it gets somebody, just make a little guy that you put on the ground and he goes like running and finds the nearest living person and just hops on him like a squirrel or something. This is also from like an engine side of things, this was interesting because if I remember right, this Call of Duty game was evidence of the next generation of the COD engine, which was going to be Modern Warfare 2019, because some of the things that Modern Warfare 2019 do were backported. Like this is a weird hybrid version of Call of Duty Ghosts and some of the technology that was in Modern Warfare 2019. So it's stuff like I think the motion blur tech, I think, was like a primitive version of it. Some of the film grain stuff, some of the animation rigs and other material systems, and something that is also really fun is if you played a lot of Modern Warfare 2019, a lot of Warzone and stuff, like that sprint animation should look familiar to you. Because they used this sprint animation for Modern Warfare 2019. Or press hold down on the D-pad? Okay. And that lets me, like, flip between sights. That's cool. I like that. This thing, from what I understand, is a... Yeah, it's like a... Look at this. It's like a laser gun AK-47. And it's got a really cool plastic thing where the wood normally is. See, like that brown part up there? That's like, when you think of an AK-47, you think of like black metal, right? And then you think of the brown wood. Well, this thing is like a fictional AK-47. So there's not going to be wood on this thing. So what they did to kind of make you think AK-47 is, it's got the magazine that's curved, but then there's like that plastic up there near the barrel. And they colored it the same kind of brown as an AK's wood normally is in military shooters. It's like your brain connects the dots and you're like, oh, got it, that's the AK. Oh no, they are definitely not realistic. I'm just explaining how they work. They also use a lot of robots to supplement their manpower issues. Got it. If they're so warmongering, how do they prevent civil war? You know? Because one of the biggest reasons that dictatorships and like you know, like these kind of like regimes, one of the biggest reasons that they collapse is due to infighting if they get bored and don't have an enemy to unify against. That's fun. Anti-gravity grenade.
They're down.
Moving up. Keep back up. My location.
Watch your corners.
You know what? I think that's... I think I have that saved on my computer. That... Sorry, I did a double take because I recognized that. I think that's a stock sci-fi UI asset that you can buy online. Or not buy, it's like free to download. I think it's from VFX VFXcrate.com? Like, I recognize that circle. Like, they've, like, customized it a little bit, but, Black Ops 2 is also the same. When you boot up Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you know, when it's showing, like, the company logos and stuff, all of those, like, holographic-y, techie stuff are free to download on, like, VFX websites. I have a few of them.
Reaper, we're in R&D. Moving to the armory.
Copy. Be advised. SDF is almost inside. Operation Riot cannot succeed. Once the weapon is secure, I can activate
Okay,
the
so
self-destruct sequence.
Copy.
I'm
Eyes on research lab.
Europa.
Armory should be next.
Europa is our moon, right? And the Martians have, like, invaded Europa for some reason. I assume because they want, I don't know, to destroy Earth or something. That's cool. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm gonna throw one of those little... Look, I'm gonna send my little guy out. Look, there he goes. Yeah! Okay. Okay. I want to check out some of the tech here. Okay, power drill. Okay, we're still using, like, nuts, you know? Like, we still need to, like, unscrew nuts and stuff, like... I don't know, it's fun to see what these, like, different sci-fi franchises envision, futuristic tech to look like. Ah, that's a flat texture. Okay. Gosh, I keep forgetting that this is a 2016 game running on, like, a souped-up Call of Duty Ghosts engine, just because it looks so much better than Call of Duty Ghosts looked. Like, it's easy to forget. Like, don't get too excited. You know, this is still the COD engine, pre-Modern Warfare 2019. Is that a map of the world? The globe? Okay. I remember, so there is a robot who is a main character in this game, and the idea is that it's like the first autonomous robotic soldier, and it has an AI in it that is built to be friendly and conversational so that soldiers don't get freaked out working alongside a robot, like a drone. And I remember in 2016 thinking, like, how's that possible? And now I'm like, oh no, yeah. In fact, we'll probably make that even sooner than this game predicted.
Stay alert, we're not clear.
Okay.
Line them up.
Oh, are they like cultivating plants here and stuff? That's fun. You know, like, space tech aside, ignore all the space tech stuff. I do get Modern Warfare vibes from this game.
Weapons on the other side. We beat them to it.
Sipes, crash it.
Like, we're British operatives. We've got, like, silenced P90s. It does kind of give Modern Warfare vibes.
All clear. Jackpot.
Oh, jetpacks. That's right.
We're inside the armory. Moving to secure the weapon.
Copy 1-1. Weapon is in the vault. Once it's secure, I'll initiate...
Yeah, we got jetpacks in this game.
Weapons behind those doors.
Um,
All you, Wolf. Terminal set. Right here.
Let me look up. Did you know Yugi and Kaiba only ever dueled once? Yugi, isn't he the protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh? I did not play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, I guess you can play Yu-Gi-Oh, can't you? I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh, and I didn't collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was unfortunately very, very biased towards Pokemon. I like made up a rivalry in my mind that only existed in my mind. What is this?
We're gonna need it.
Wait, what?
Get Wolf, compact model, same tech. The riot operation were after this.
Wait, that thing's a prototype, right?
Secure. Confirm the execute
Why do they
order
have a
and
tiny
self-destruct.
miniature handheld version of that thing?
Self-destruct sequence.
If it's a prototype.
Be advised.
Wouldn't you want to make sure the prototype works before you'd begin making, like, branches of it?
Copy, we're Oscar Mike. RV in 5.
That's okay.
Clock's ticking.
I remember this thing. This thing's in multiplayer, I think. It's like the smart pistol from Titanfall. This thing's cool. Watch this. Yeah, buddy. It's like a minigun smart pistol. Oh, man. Hang on. Hang on, we're going to hide in here. Okay. There's like a giant robot thing up there. Let me know if it's too loud, okay? Because it's, I'm about to turn my headphones down. This is me. Ah, man. I got killed. Got some nasty lag for a second. All right.
Reaper, weapon secure. Confirm the execute order and self-destruct.
Roger.
Okay, the game is going crazy on the lag. Here, let me see then if I can... what are graphics options that I could maybe turn down that would ease the load on my CPU? Because the graphics processor is fine and all. It's just the CPU. Would lowering the rendering resolution help a little bit?
Copy, we're Oscar Mike. RV in 5. Clock's ticking. Let's move.
Jon Snow in this game didn't really work as the villain. Yeah, I do remember that Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, I don't know the actor's name. That's all I know him by. I haven't even watched Game of Thrones. I know that character because of memes. He's the villain of this game, Jon Snow, and it's a weird casting choice because he's not great as the villain. Like, he's got... That actor has a very kind of, like, sad face, right? Like, he always kind of looks, like, sad or, like, concerned about something. And that's not really, you know, like a fascist military leader. That's not the kind of energy. Oh, is it gonna blow? There we go. Okay. Now we gotta move this thing forward, right? Gameplay audio is a tad loud. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, hopefully it is okay now. Kit Harington, that's his name. Didn't this game have what looks like a Halo Pelican? Yeah, I saw a Halo Pelican earlier. Oh my god, there's so many of those robots. Ah. Yeah. We're gonna blow them up. Oh no, decompression. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to just turn on the space laser. I remember this. Here comes the reveal of the villain, and it doesn't work. I don't think it works well. Which is okay. Not every game needs a villain, or like a face villain, or even a strong villain. You can still have a good story, even if the villain's weak. Because it's the trials that our characters go through that makes the story good, not, you know, the villain's monologues. Yeah, here he is. Get him up, he needs air. Look, see, he's like, oh, he's being compassionate. He's giving us air. Trooper, you know. Look at his eyes. Look how compassionate he looks. He's giving us air. He seems nice.
What about the airship we shot down?
My men need medical.
You care about your men.
Oh, now we're going to see why he's the villain. He shot one of his own guys. That's how villainous he is.
Cloud's judgment. That is why you cannot win. This place isn't yours anymore.
And then he takes away his oxygen.
Kill them. You save the bullets.
See, but he says save the bullets, but he just wasted an oxygen canister on us. I mean, I guess he was, like, trying to, you know, get information, but... I don't know, that whole scene, I remember that scene, and I remember it not working. Like, I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to, like, shock you with how little he values human life. Because he initially is like, you know, get him up, he needs air. Here you go, soldier, breathe easy. How many men are with you? Look at my eyes, look how caring I seem. It didn't work for some reason, and I'm not sure why. I think it was the actor. It just, Kit Harington was a bad choice.
Lieutenant Reyes, I implore you to use diplomacy in this office. Take a different tact.
Yes, sir. Who else knows about this?
That actor, by the way, that he's talking to, that guy right there, not the guy in the spacesuit, the guy in the, like, military fatigues. I've seen that actor before. He's got a tall head. I don't know how to describe it. He's just, his head is tall. Like, it looks like his head had a growth spurt, specifically.
Make no mistake. My instincts, which are aligned.
Like, look at the distance from his eye line to the top of his head. His head had a growth spurt when he was a teenager.
They're politicians, Reyes. They'll wipe hell's ass with whatever.
House Flipper 2 stream win. Oh, that would be fun. Making a Halo.
These men, the idea
A Halo room.
offensive triggers a fresh and unplanned piss. Until there's war, the warriors aren't in charge.
I hated the scene. It's just a waste of a soldier and a bullet. Not much, but still. Yeah, it's also like not
Flight school, work the problem, respond.
it's
You were always a fast learner, Lieutenant.
it's very
Stratcom is
dumb
aware of our grievances.
to have a villain who just like randomly kills his own soldiers.
Operational level. These are the laws of war.
It's dumb when he kills a soldier to make a point, and it's even dumber when he kills it just for no reason. But
Thank you, Petty Officer.
What is E3N?
yeah.
Go take a look for yourself.
Yeah, just look how tall his head
You'll
is.
be quite impressed. Dismissed.
He probably reads a lot of books. What is your favorite 2D and 3D Mario game? Mine is New Super Mario Bros. Wii and Super Mario Odyssey. I'd say my favorite 2D Mario game is probably Super Mario World. No, not Super Mario World. Super Mario Land, right? The one with Yoshi.
Today, Retribution
Warship.
it's a parade float.
Does Yoshi's Island count?
Doesn't seem right.
We do this every year, Saul.
And my favorite 3D Mario is without skipping a beat, Mario Sunshine.
Thanks, Slick.
I think they wanted the villain to be like Char Aznable, given he is a young space fascist waging war on Earth. Who is that? Is that a Gundam character? This was an era of COD prioritizing Hollywood talent over actual voice actors. Never forget Kevin Spacey in Advanced Warfare. Well, in Advanced Warfare's defense, and definitely not in Kevin Spacey's defense, you know, but, like, Kevin Spacey was great in Advanced Warfare. Like, genuinely incredible. I mean, people still remember Advanced Warfare as that was the game with Kevin Spacey as the evil president guy, right? Because he was very, very, very good as the villain.
Welcome to Fleet Week.
Super UNSC vibes, right? But here's something that's a little bit fun. I like that the ships kind of look like naval boats, don't they? Like, Halo's ships have a specific look that they're going for, but these kind of look like naval boats, you know? Like aircraft carriers and stuff. It gives it this, like, Space Navy vibe.
Retribution. Home sweet home.
Only been down here a day, Salt.
I prefer the wild black yonder.
You and me both.
Is this like, all the world's nations come together to just be like, look at these massive fleet. Okay, is there war on Earth in this? Okay, here's some of the stuff I'm thinking about. This is an insane amount of military stuff. Like the ships, the guns, and this isn't just, look, there's the Pelicans. This is an insane amount of military hardware, military tech, military personnel. This is, and they all come from different nations and stuff. And from what I gather, Earth seems to be doing okay. Earth seems to be unified for the most part. If all these nations are willing to come together and kind of celebrate their unified militaries this way. Why do they have so much military stuff? If there doesn't seem to be any wars being fought, because everybody's getting along really well, you know? Like in the world of Halo, the reason that the UNSC has so many frickin' ships, man, and they have the Spartan program, and they have all this military stuff, is because they had been fighting their own civil war for a very long time. So by the time the Covenant showed up and First Contact with Aliens was made, all that military stuff existed because of how long they've been at war. But for here, I don't know. You don't just build up a military for no reason, you know?
Mentioned a thing called E3N. Heard of it?
Negative. Rayman's got all kinds of tricks up those 4-star sleeves.
He's flying to the ceremony with us. Make sure you don't call him that.
Never. To his face. Make a hole.
Right this way.
I get the vibe that this game's setting is weirdly utopian on Earth until the war starts. It's like, it's utopian, everything seems really nice, but the military stuff is weird, you know? Because military, a huge military, huge armed forces, and a lot of personnel, that's not something that would exist in a world that mostly solved all of its problems, you know? So who knows? Maybe there is actual, like, conflict. Like, you know, if you were to poke your head into the corners of this world, the facade kind of falls apart, and there is conflict and stuff. The ship designs are cool, though. There's the Pelican.
Public relations, Reyes.
My God, Canada still exists in this universe. Hey, the Canadian flag. Let's go back and let's take a look at some of the flags. How many flags are actually visible? Am I allowed to? Ah, no, it's a Call of Duty game. Last checkpoint. Come on, man. Yeah, it's a Call of Duty campaign. You walked too far and now you're locked out. I see, of course, the United States exists. We got the Canadian flag. That's not the French flag, is it? I can't keep the flag straight in my mind. Like, there's so many flags, man. I can name a billion fake Halo guns, but if you show me the flags of real-world nations, I'm lost. The world building is really poor in this game, but I think the main war is supposed to be Earth versus Mars. Yeah, that's the vibe I get.
Public relations, Reyes.
It's propaganda, Salt. We lost 4 men and we're throwing a party.
Our hands are tied. Take a little R&R today, Reyes. That's an order.
You can't give me an order. We're the same rank.
Got me there, Lieutenant.
Those guys look like in the Halo Wars 2 campaign, the CGI cutscene for Halo Wars 2. Those look like the guys that were helping all the folks defrost. Yeah, like, see, like, world building stuff aside, like, this is a very silly world that doesn't make a lot of sense, but there's so much honest to God effort put into this world that it's like any weirdness is easily forgivable. Because the developers clearly believed in this world, and so do I. So this is a fun fact. When Infinite Warfare came out, GameStop had these bottle openers of this ship, and I know the name of the ship because of these bottle openers. It's called the Jackal. These kind of like futuristic jet/spaceships. And they marketed the hell out of this thing. They had t-shirts of just the silhouette of a jackal. They had bottle openers. They had, gosh, they had a lot of stuff. They had like models of it. Like, man, Activision really thought that this ship, the Jackal, was gonna be like the big thing. And I remember the bottle opener was like $5, and I was like, sure, I'll take it. Jackal is it's a cool little thing. All right, let's go in. Here comes the robot. You guys ready?
The hell is that?
I think we found E3N.
Indeed, sir. Petty Officer First Class, E3N. Enhanced Tactical Humanoid, 3rd Revision.
That's a mouthful.
You ain't kidding. Call me Ethan, ma'am.
What are your orders?
I'm assigned to Retribution, reporting to Captain Ulmer.
Program for combat?
Thoroughly, ma'am. Born to kill.
Look like you can kick some serious ass.
Well, now you're just making me blush, sir.
That's a robot, and that's a fun little character, right?
Let's get up and away.
Back in 2016, this seemed unbelievable, like the personality. But now it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. They could probably do something like that.
Copy 6. Vengeance is awaiting your arrival.
You kept the Ethan project well under the radar, Admiral.
Captain Aldernew, first troop-ready model. Quite remarkable. We're revealing him at the ceremony today.
You know I get stage fright, right, sir?
I like that robot.
I do, Lieutenant. I do. I carry the brain of a human farmer.
Holy shit, are you serious?
No, ma'am. Not at all.
He got you, Lieutenant.
He knows how to joke.
Data guns are working overtime today, huh, Admiral? A lot of Allied traffic. Always vigilant, Lieutenant.
You familiar with the air intercept systems, Ethan?
Earth's Iron Shield. Major firepower.
The robot is cool. He is cool.
Copy 6. Vengeance is awaiting your arrival.
Admiral, sir.
This is Super Earth for real. It's Super Earth, but more subtle. Oh no! Oh no! One of our own anti-aircraft guns just started firing.
All stations, shots fired
So the parallel that I get from this, I remember this. So the folks at Mars, like the folks over on Mars, they launch an attack on specifically this little gathering that's happening. And then they kind of like zip away. And so it gives me like Pearl Harbor vibes. I don't know if that's what they were supposed to be kind of going for. I mean, Pearl Harbor if there were like starships and stuff, you know? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Shooting you with space guns. Okay. I'm gonna take this space rifle. Unfortunately, the worst part of, I think, modern Call of Duty games, you don't feel it in the older Call of Duty games, like Call of Duty 4 and stuff, but the modern Call of Duty games, they really kind of let the AI shooting at people kind of, it's not as good as it used to be. And not that it was ever, like, you know, amazing and revolutionary, but I remember when Modern Warfare 2 was coming out in 2009, a big point of the marketing that the developers would talk about is how much time they spent on making their AI feel more lifelike and more fun. Like, they would pop their heads up for a second and then duck. They'd kind of fake you out before popping up and shooting. Like, you never see that anymore. They're just like, here's the campaign, here's the characters, here's the real actors that are playing them. You never really get, like, here's the way that we're improving how AI responds to you and, like, the moment-to-moment gameplay loop, you know? New weapon. Look, I got, like, a little handheld thing. God, I love the tech. I love the look of the guns in this game. So this is a future mall. Once the shooting ends, we're gonna explore a little bit, because I want to see what a future mall looks like. What kind of advertisements they got, what kind of shopping there is to be had. I will say I do like the character writing in this game more than the usual COD campaign. There's a reason for that, actually. After Call of Duty Ghosts, which was, like, hard to quantify, like, how bad Call of Duty Ghosts was from, like, a campaign standpoint, from, like, a narrative standpoint. They really took the criticisms of that campaign to heart, and they sought out writers from Naughty Dog, as well as, I think, TV people. And they kind of, like, made an elite strike team of writers who understood character drama, character acting, dialogue, snappy dialogue and stuff, and this game had an A team behind its narrative stuff, and that's why the characters are so like, even the freaking drone, like the autonomous drone, is likable and funny, you know? And those guys also went on to form the Modern Warfare 2019 reboot and work on that game's campaign before they left afterwards. And that's kind of why the second Modern Warfare game from 2022, why it's you can tell something is off. It doesn't quite feel the same. Okay, let's take a look. Where is this? This is France, right? Is that crocheted? Rebecca can probably tell. Trying to figure out what they're advertising here. Is this like fashion in the future? Like giant crocheted chains? The dude who wrote Ghosts wrote The Dark Knight Rises. I thought the guy who wrote Ghosts wrote Black Ops 2's campaign. The Vector has double magazines. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Here, let's see. Lunar Coffee Company. Okay, is this like Starbucks, kind of? Let's take a look. Oh, man. Okay. Rebecca just got back from Colombia. Colombia? How do you pronounce it, honey? But she brought back some coffee she made herself there. Like, she harvested the beans and, like, made herself. And, dude, like, here in the United States, we don't have coffee. We don't have coffee. She explained to me, basically, that all the coffee in the U.S. is... Coffee's like a peanut, you know? Where it's like you crack open the shell, and then the coffee bean is inside, and then you throw the shell away. And a lot of coffee in the United States... It's the shell that was thrown away. So there's a little bit of caffeine in there, but it's not like the coffee bean, you know? It's like the trash, basically, that they sweep up of all the shells. That just gets turned into coffee ground here in the United States. And real coffee with real coffee beans and stuff, it should not be black, because that's a sign that it's been burnt. Real coffee should be almost like amber. It should almost look like, it's a little bit darker than whiskey. Like, you can see through it, you know? And she made me a cup of coffee with the coffee beans that she picked, and I was wired for hours. It was, like, the most intense, and it was just like a tiny little cup of coffee. Yeah, and it was so good. And it was made even more special that it was, like, hers, you know, her coffee. But I want to take a look at this. Okay, these are, like, bottles, I think, that just got blown up. Is this beer? Or is this coffee? Hang on. Lunar Coffee Company. I mean, I see coffee stuff. Milk, fat-free. Okay, so there's still, like, milk. What does that say? There's writing there. It's low resolution, but... Now, what I'm wondering is it French? Because it definitely doesn't look like it says nutrition facts. Although I do see facts there. That word, though, I don't know what that is. That doesn't look like nutritional. But fat-free, so they still have, like, fat? But what is this stuff? Is this, like... It's like a dispenser, I think. There's a lot of it. Why are there so many dispensers? And why is there, like... There's dispensers for the baristas to use, but then there's also dispensers here for the people who get their coffee. But then there's more dispensers over here. Here, let's take a look over at this ad. Let's move away from the coffee. Okay, what is this advertising? I don't speak French. You can buy real coffee in the U.S., but it's very expensive. Yeah, I'd imagine. We went to Fresh World, and we couldn't find any real authentic coffee there, unfortunately. Always enjoy your content. With how scary the world is becoming, it always brightens my day seeing you streaming. Keep up the good work. Chief, you are welcome to stay here for a while. Forget about the world. We are currently exploring Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's campaign. The world building in this campaign is so, like, silly. Because some of it is so unbelievable. But so much genuine effort went into it that all is forgiven, essentially, you know? That dude's beard goes hard. His beard does. I was just thinking that. You know what I need? Okay. My razor is 5 years old now. It's an electric one. It was sent to me for a sponsorship that I did. No, it's not 5 years. What am I talking about? It's like 3 years or something. And what I hope to get is a proper beard kit one day. Because all I've got is this little beard trimmer thing. Like, you know, I turn it on, get it a little bit wet and stuff, and then, you know, I need to, like, rinse off my face really fast because I don't have cleaning stuff or anything. You know, I'll break out if I don't do that. I'll get, like, ingrown hairs and stuff, so I gotta hop in the shower really fast after I shave. I want to get, like, a proper beard kit. I want to groom. I want that to be me. That, you know, that's going to be me one day. Sausages? Oh, sauvages. I'm not sure what this is. Boutique? Vintage? Is this like vintage clothes? Let me actually go back here. Oh, this is the store where they sell the crocheted chains. It's more of the coffee things. Look at this. They're over here too. Is France okay in the future? Oh, this is like a... And by the way, I know what it is. Okay, it's just... You know? It's okay. It's just... Nobody's gonna notice this stuff. You only really notice if you slow down. Cola. That's a Sprite knockoff there. They got mint gum. Okay, so they got gum in the future. Is this... Okay. Oh, can I get in here? No? Okay. Would lasers be able to penetrate glass? Because a laser is light, right? So, like, could a laser do that like a ballistic weapon? Or would it just reflect right off of the glass? Okay. Oh, look, there's a snacks machine. Cool food condiments. It's empty, though. Place card in proximity of the reader box. Place card in proximity of the reader box, then select your favorite snack. Reader box. Is that the reader box? Okay, so they don't have, like, the chip thing where you can just hold your card up to the chip. If they even have credit cards in the future. Or if they've, like, moved on to, like, a new form of currency, you know? I want to check up here. Swordy! Let me check up here. Anything of interest? No. No, nothing of interest. There is a teddy bear, which is a thing in Call of Duty games, but not this teddy bear. This is a new model. That's very sad, though. That implies... Okay, I think there's storytelling here. A woman's purse, a couple killed civilians, but a woman's purse, dropped coffee cups, and a teddy bear. I think a family was taking a break here. And then, you know, the Martians invaded. And, okay, never mind. There's a second teddy bear. Okay, never mind. It's just props. It's just props a level designer placed around. Okay. Never mind. I was looking too deep into it. Oh, it's a salon. Okay. I was trying to see what they were advertising. Okay, nothing on this side. Okay. Whoa! That was very polite of that Martian to wait for us, you know? Okay, let's go this way. Oh, man. Could you imagine a Halo game with this level of visual fidelity? Like, think of, like, the invasion of Earth in Halo 2, but with this kind of technology powering it. Be pretty damn cool, right? Here, you know what? Let me turn off SMAA. Display options. I'm going to set it back to 1440p. And then I'm going to turn off SMAA. Because thankfully the game looks decent enough that I don't think that it really needs anti-aliasing that badly. You know? Like, I'm okay with a little bit of the sharpness. Let me know if the stream slows down a little bit too much. Hell yeah, fuzzy teddy bear. Or it was and plushies. Oh yeah. Do you hear the crying? Here we I see the hitching. I'm looking right now at the I see hitching, okay? I'm looking at the stream. Let's go back down to like 80% because that seemed to keep things relatively smooth. I'm trying to think of stuff that would help. Let's do particle lighting set to high. Cache spot shadows. Uses significant video memory. Okay, yeah, we do have those off. Trying to think of some stuff that the CPU does. Level of detail, let's set this to like high. You know? Tessellation, let's set this to near. Because it would be like level of detail type stuff, right? Hopefully this provides a smoother viewing experience. I gotta say, my frame rate is insanely high right now. Like the game looks really weird and buttery right now because of how high the frame rate is. Oops. I like this little laser AK-47 thing. The Volk. This thing's all right in the zombie mode. I mean, we got that cinematic from the tutorial in Halo Infinite where we got to see London. I thought it looked cool. It did look cool. It was a little bit like empty because of the art style that they were going for with those cutscenes. I'm not sure I like it, to be honest. Like the Halo Infinite cutscenes, they're not aiming for photorealism. They're aiming for this like kind of weird. It's hard to explain. It's an aesthetic choice. I don't think it's bad graphics or the sign that things are rushed. It's definitely an artistic choice they went for, but it makes things look kind of weird and half finished, like in those CGI cutscenes at least. Oops. I shot Ethan. And he started, like, sparking. Alright. I want to come down here to the pier. Just see if there's some... Look at these people. They're drinking fat-free milk by the pier. Go up this way. Yeah, my frame rates are super high right now. I see on the stream thing that it's not looking exactly smooth. They just said they're targeting civilians, and her response, "That's horrible." She said that like you know, like a friend that she's only, like, somewhat acquainted with. Just said, yeah, man, I was laid off from my job. Aw, that's horrible. That might be up there as I think, that line from Halo Reach. The Covenant are on Reach. I repeat, the Covenant are on Reach. It's up there with that line as far as like, you wanna do that again? That's cool. Did you see that when a grenade goes off, your guy is like, ah. I'm learning a viable lesson. Don't solo missions with medium bots and Helldivers too. You can definitely... I solo challenging difficulty bots in Helldivers 2. All you gotta do is you gotta have a buddy, a backup buddy. Because you can get these drones that you can deploy, and then the drone will follow you and shoot guys for you. That's all you got to do. Oh boy, here we're gonna back up here. This gun's cool looking. I like this gun. I'm a big fan of bullpups. I understand that bullpups are apparently kind of like a stinky, like a poopy stinky in the world of like firearms, but I think in the world of like fiction, bullpups are a lot cooler than like this, like, you know, traditional.
Why are they targeting our civilians? I don't know, Ethan. Our Raiders guns are still firing on our fleet. The only way to
Not even sure what the term is for it. Completely forgot. Here, let's go this way. All my guys were waiting for me. Same with Ethan.
Endurance is hit. Watch out!
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's a big wave. Oh, that's cool. Oh no, it's coming, it's coming. That was it? I thought we were about to like, whoa, you know, like go get thrown around. This is crazy, man. What's going on? Why can't... Excuse me? Do you see that? Why aren't my bullets hurting him? What the hell was that? That was weird. They're doing war crimes. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, that's the vibe it kind of gave off. It's like, oh, that's horrible. Uh-oh. You know, I've been thinking a lot about Call of Duty working with T-Dog on his channel. I feel like a lot of these sub-franchises that don't really take off, like Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Vanguard, these sub-franchises of Call of Duty would actually benefit from taking a look at Call of Duty 4 and why that game was such a successful introduction to a cast of characters and world. Something I remember, I think it had to have been people from Respawn Entertainment when talking about like the Titanfall 2 campaign, but they said that what makes their campaigns, like from the Call of Duty stuff to the Titanfall stuff, so satisfying is that you're not the main character. Usually you're not the main character, you're following the main characters. And it's so true. Like in Call of Duty 4, you don't even have a voice. Like you're you know? You're you and you're following, like these people, they don't even like you know? And you're following them, and they're seasoned and they've seen shit, you know, and they're making jokes about you behind your back and stuff. And throughout the course of the campaign, you're following them. You guys go through a lot of stuff together, you know, and by the end, you're all comrades. And I think it would benefit from some of these sub-franchises for Call of Duty if they stopped with you being like the leader who is played by X actor and is constantly talking during gameplay and stuff. And it would benefit if you were the new guy in a squad. And you kind of kept your mouth shut for the most part. And you got to just experience the world through other characters. What is this? Is this a futuristic PC store? Because that kind of gives that vibe, right? Or is this just like weird... Oh, books. This will be fun. Here, let's see. Okay, dictionaries. Oh, it's all in French. I can't read French, unfortunately. But I will say, they have multiple copies of the same books. Not a lot of variety here. Like, look at that. They got 2 over there. They've got 5, 7. That's a different green book, I think. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 29, 31. Like, okay, we're approaching 40 and we're not even done yet of the same book. Maybe people just, like, don't want that book. Good, let's go. This is a moody alley. Do you see this? What's up with this alley? Some lighting artist was told to work on this alley, and he went above and beyond. Look at that. Look at the long shadow. Look at the mist. The way the sunlight, like, or not sunlight, you know, but the lighting reflects upwards into our eyes here. That's crazy, atmospherically. Help us up, Ethan. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, I got you. Really cool books. I love you, cutie. Do you think that I could have one of these? I love you, sweet pea. They might be able to see Eggy. Guys, you want to see a dog? Look, there he is. You see him? Hi, Kiki. Hi, buddy. Are you tipped? He's tipped on the floor right now. He's like a little tipped cow. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Kiki. You baby. You're a baby. He's got his like his little tongue. He's so sleepy. You're a sleepy baby. Here, I'll play from here for right now, so you guys can get dog cam. Can't believe it. I would have thought TikTok would have obliterated basic literacy in this future. I don't know. Maybe the world got its act together a little bit. Maybe books came back, you know? Okay, but let's keep going. That's crazy looking. Crazy atmospheric. In fact, here we're gonna go into the options because there's some weird there's some weirdness going on. I'm not talking about the ghost that just ran by. There's some weirdness with layering that I've noticed. Texture resolution high. Everything's fine for here. You know what we're gonna do? I'm going to set this basically to normal, which I think is it's basically like console equivalent settings, right? Because there's some weirdness with sorting. Sorting basically is like you know, in what sequence. Like if you're looking, so let's say there's like there is a car with a manhole cover in front of it blowing steam, and then behind the car is a big field of grass that's like waving. Sorting is basically like, in what order are those things rendered? Like the glass from the car, the mist, the shadows, and then the grass behind it. And usually, you know, some video games, if you go up to like a window, you can see like the shadows of things that are outside the window look like they're being rendered in front of the window. You know, they're almost like bleeding through the window, just the shadows or something. That's a sorting issue. And I'm noticing some sorting issues, which I don't know if they're PC specific. But I'm going to see if maybe setting it to like... Oh, that fixed it. That's weird. Yeah, that fixed it. Suddenly it looks fine. Like, everything's rendering as is. That's weird. Okay. Is that just like a bug then with the PC version? No, I'm still seeing it. There's like the shadows are in front of Ethan's light for some reason. Okay. We'll keep going. Yeah, there hasn't been a new COD game since Vanguard. I guess they're just... Here, that's too dark. I'm looking at the screen right now. There hasn't been a new COD game since Vanguard. I guess they're just playing it safe now with Black Ops and Modern Warfare. Yeah, but it's gonna... That's very risky of them, because they're gonna burn people out. I mean, they're already kind of doing that, right? With Black Ops 7? Black Ops 7? Black Ops 7 looks... Ah, no. Whoa! That was cool. That was a cool little scripted moment. The robot, like, jumping out of his ODST pod. You gotta play the specialist mode after you beat the campaign. It's so dope. I saw that. Isn't this... So, this game has, like, a cool... Okay. When you beat this game's campaign, it gives you an additional difficulty mode called specialist mode, where if you get shot in like the leg, for example, you move slower and you can't sprint, and you when you get shot in like the chest, you know, you start bleeding out. If you get shot in the arm, you have a lot of trouble keeping your weapon steady. If somebody shoots your weapon, it can fall out of your hand and you have to like pick it up and stuff. And it's like you have very little health. Your health doesn't regenerate, and you have to find these like stim shots to heal yourself and repair wounds. And you get that by beating the campaign. And that's really cool. That's super, super cool. I like that a lot. Oh gosh. The bots. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's a you can tell that robot's gonna explode because of all the, you know, the lightning and stuff. Oh boy. If I were to design a robot, like a you know, like an autonomous humanoid drone weapons platform, I would design it so that every single limb in its body is its own AI thing. So it's like, yeah, if you need something that's humanoid, like for practicality reasons, for navigating around an environment or something, like, that's fine. But if that, rather than like turning into a bomb that runs after you, I just make it fall apart like a pile of Legos, and all of its limbs become their own like little guys that like run at you. Specialist mode, you need to manage your helmet health. If it breaks, you are vulnerable to an insta-kill headshot. I didn't know that. That's also cool. I like that, too. Look, a market. Okay, let's see. That's clearly a cucumber, right? That's a pear. That's an orange. Pineapple. Very weird looking water. I can't tell if that's like a watermelon or if it's like a strange looking cantaloupe. Oh, those are peaches. That is a bell pepper. Is that a potato or a lemon? Okay, so it's fairly generic as far as this market's offering. There's not a lot of variety, I guess. There's no mangoes. Here, let's get some more of those little robot guys. The Halo Infinite fruit stand before Halo Infinite. Yeah! Yeah, right? Oh, man. Oh, boy, boy, boy. Oh, my God, look at these cars. They look like the Halo cars, don't they? They look like the civilian cars that are all over ODST. Okay, so for those of you just joining, guys, I got a question for you, okay? Should a laser weapon, you know, like one that like fires kind of like light-based projectiles, should it be able to shatter glass like a ballistic weapon? Or would it just refract off of... Is it reflect or refract? Reflect is just when it's like one kind of bounce, right? And then a refraction is more of like a scattering, right? Should it just reflect off of whatever glass surface you fire it at? I really like the sound design of this weapon. This thing sounds good. Some of the ballistic weapons, I think, don't sound like the greatest. You know, it's kind of like that old, the old school Call of Duty sound design. Prior to, like, Modern Warfare 2019. But good-looking animations, at least, you know? There goes Ethan. Aw, some more ODST drop pods. Okay, we need to switch back to the rifle. It's the thing that kind of sucks about LMGs. The only COD game where I liked LMGs and would actually run them in classes or even in the campaign was Call of Duty 4. After that, I feel like it's just more practical to use assault rifles. Because they take too long to reload, you know?
Why are they attacking us, sir? Zeth's been trying to take control for years, Ethan.
They knew our whole fleet was here.
There's movement inside.
Reyes, tie that door.
That was a terrible sound, that woman screaming. Oh, they got a handicapped parking. Wait. Hang on. Is this... Hang on. Yeah, it is for cars. Wait. This is a small car, right? Like, there's my feet for, Okay, maybe not too much. I think I'm just crazy. I just, like, if I was driving and I had to park, in a handicapped spot, I'm thinking, like, okay, you'd come from here, you turn, there's the handicapped spots. Like, this makes me anxious as a driver. Like, you'd park in here, right? And then let's say, okay, you do your shopping, you get back in. You can't back out that much. You'd have to... You can't do this either, because you'd have to back out backwards, turn, go like this, hope that nobody is going to come from that direction, and then pull out into this street, and then move forward this way. Right? And then, in fact, up here... Okay, this is for parking. Okay, so it's one way. All right. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let's try that again. Hang on, let's try that again. Oh my god. Okay, they're shooting the hostages. No, they're not hostages, are they? They're just killing civilians, right? Okay. Just really good environment design. Like, really solid atmosphere, right? Ah! Oh, hell yeah. I love Ethan, dude. Ah, hacking module. Dude, if it's this easy to hack, like, drones, in the future, why wouldn't you arm everyone with this, right? You'd essentially make, like, it would essentially be pointless to deploy those guys, right? I guess it's like the same argument you can make, it's the argument about video game suppressors. You know how, like, in real life, a silencer on a gun is not pew, 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 pew. Like, a silencer, it slightly muffles the sound of a gunshot. It's still loud enough that you'd need ear protection, and if someone was, like, above you and fired a silenced weapon, you'd hear it. You'd hear it, But it makes it so, from what I understand, like, silencers, it over long distance, like, I'm talking a really long distance, it's a little bit harder to hear gunfire. As well as it makes the report of gunshots, they don't echo, they don't bounce around environments quite as much. But in the world of video games, a silencer is like pew pew pew, like no one can hear it being fired. And in the world of, like, video game logic, like, if you have this magical attachment that makes gunshots imperceptible to the human ear, why wouldn't you build every single weapon with that built in by default? Make all guns quiet.
Let's cut through here.
But at that point, it's just like you're being the fun police,
Stay down, boys. It's blue, blue.
God, the character rendering in these Call of Duty games. Like, not the, the NPCs. Maybe it's not the character rendering. Maybe it's just animation quality. Because that's also a great-looking face. It's the animation that makes it look, a little bit silly. Yeah, just Call of Duty games have always been, like, ahead of the curve when it comes to facial animations. Here we got some snacky snacks we can take a look at. Chips. Ah, my favorite brand of chips. Chips. Ah, my favorite brand of cookies too. Cookies. Cashew brittle? Sea salt? What? Is that a thing? Sweet and tangy candies. Is that a thing? Cashew brittle and sea salt cookies? Yeah, here we go. Okay, milk chocolate, cashew brittle, sea salt. But then those are like just straight up, you know, like chocolate chip cookies. Is this like a combo pack? Like it's look, milk chocolate, like as in the cookies, and then do you see that dividing line there, like that series of dots? Is that, and you also get cashew brittle, which something is made with sea salt. Is that what that's supposed to be? Like it's a combo pack. You get cookies and then you get cashew brittle. Okay, we got water, we got wine, we've got the world's biggest can I've ever seen. Think about that. Okay. Look right here. Okay, like water bottle for scale is, I'm thinking if we're going to be super generous, okay? A water bottle comes up to like right here. See where the green part ends? That would be like a tall water bottle, you could say. Here's a can for scale. Right down here. How big are those cans? Right? Those cans, like... Here, let's go this way. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then here is the Space M4, which is called the NV4. This is also like a cool looking gun. It's probably, as far as like fictionalized M4A1s, I like this thing. I like this thing a lot, you know. I'm gonna keep the Space AK for the robots. But then I'm going to keep this for the humans, because I really like this gun. Okay. Dude, like, Call of Duty games are just great at these big action set pieces. Halo used to be good at doing these kind of set pieces, only it wasn't like scripted, you know, it was actually in real time using sandbox elements. Whoa. Okay. Oh boy. Let's try that again. There's the British flag. I know that one. So that means the UK still exists in the future. That's Sweden, right? I know that because of IKEA. Ah! Also the most broken gun in multiplayer. Is it broken? Or is the NV4 supposed to be just like the all-arounder, really good, all reliable? Because that's sort of what the M4A1 was in Call of Duty 4, you know? That's pretty cool. Gosh, you can hear that, like just, you can hear the sound effects kind of cutting each other off a little bit, and you can almost you can hear that there isn't much going on under the hood outside of finding the sound file and playing it, and then finding playing it, you know, when you fire the weapon, versus the new Call of Duty games where you can tell that there's a lot of complex, like, sound occlusion, reverb, like, you know, materials, the size of the room, like, all of this stuff being factored into how the sounds are played out.
Request for fire. Target is marked.
Okay. There's the Jackal. Jackal's a cool ship, man.
Good hit, 3-1.
Oh, this thing is cool. Okay, so... was it the smartest in terms of game design? Probably not, because it made every weapon super, super overpowered. But most weapons in this game have some kind of alt-fire conversion thing you can do. So, like, this thing, as an example, you know, laser sniper rifle. But if you don't want it to be a sniper rifle, you can hold down the Y button, and now it's an automatic assault rifle-like weapon. So, boom, now you've got, like, this high-powered sniper rifle thing, and then you can swap back into assault rifle mode and run around. And most of the weapons in this game were like that. And as far as multiplayer is concerned, it was really goddamn fun, you know? You didn't have to commit to anything. But it did mean that it was sometimes a little bit more chaotic than I think they intended. Okay. Oops, I think that was one of my guys I accidentally just shot. Okay. Let's fire some more stuff. And I think I got one of those little hacking things. Here, I'll try doing that. God. Dude, Call of Duty explosions are so good looking. And even just, like, the sound design. Did you hear that? That whoa, 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 before it exploded? And, like, the whole battlefield got quiet. Like, they intentionally mixed it in a way that drew your attention to the crashing ship. Alright, this is my robot now. Assuming direct control. Okay, we'll hack another one, don't worry. Most of it is just recycled assets after Modern Warfare 2019, though. No, I wouldn't. That's not a fair comparison, in my opinion, because the Call of Duty franchise built its empire off of recycled assets. Like, dude, the AK-47 reload that was made in Call of Duty 4, that reload animation was used in, after Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, and then I think that was it. It might have been in Ghosts? No, it wasn't in Ghosts. The classic M1911 pistol reload, like, that thing was in use up until Advanced Warfare. That pistol reload animation. It's a lot of mileage. Like, Call of Duty games, in fact, Infinite Warfare reuses a character death animation that was made in 2007 for Call of Duty 4. One of the ways the AI can die, they do this, like, weird stumble/flip thing, and it's, you know, it was used in Call of Duty 4. So, like, Call of Duty games reusing assets, recycling assets, it's always been in Call of Duty's DNA. The problem, I think, is that Call of Duty is recycling, like, Call of Duty games would usually attempt to kind of give different experiences. You know, like, as similar as, like, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 are, not just in terms of their animations, but also their weaponry and stuff. I would say that those games, the environments they brought you to, the locations, the kind of combat situations you found yourselves in, they were very different from one another. Whereas the new Call of Duty games, even the combat situations you're in are the same. You know, they're just reusing the exact same systems. You know, Warzone stuff. We're very tired of seeing it in single player. I'm all for clever reuse of assets to save on time. But I think the Warzone stuff doesn't really work for single player, you know? Look, this attachment's really cool. I like this thing. So, it's an ACOG scope. Like, kind of think of it like a battle rifle in Halo. So it's like you zoom in, and look how much range you got. But then if you want, you can hold down Y, and there's some iron sights that are just on the side of the gun. And you can use those, so you can switch from long range to close range. Like I meant more in terms of actual content. Like animations is understandable for time constraints, but they have been reselling regurgitated content to us lately. Like Modern Warfare 3 was supposed to be a DLC for Modern Warfare 2, but they sold it as a full price game. Yeah. And I suspect the reason they did that is because they chickened out. Like, they probably thought Modern Warfare 2 was going to have longer legs, but it did not. And so they kind of had to do that yearly reset thing. Like, I think it's really... It's going to be interesting to hear what the hell happened with Black Ops 7, because that's also, like, a game I don't fully believe was... Like, I don't think it was the plan always that you were going to have Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7 back-to-back, you know? All right, let's use the Jackal's targeting system.
For fire, target is marked.
Roger. Target acquired. Inbound line. Copy. Shaking down.
Oh, hell yeah. I love Call of Duty's constant knocking over memorials and stuff. Like, one of the weirdest... it was like a moment of me becoming somewhat sentient. Or more self-aware, was thinking that it was really weird in Modern Warfare 3 back in, like, 2011. It was really weird how excited that game was to just knock down the Eiffel Tower. It was very, very excited to have you just, like look up the Eiffel Tower. That's the French's Eiffel Tower. Look at it falling over. All right. Here we go. Yeah, Ethan. Yeah. All right, we secured. Oh boy.
Jackpot, all stations. I say again, jackpot.
Relieve the bot. Take the prisoner into custody. Petty officers, get that ATIS back up. We still got enemy ships in our airspace.
Right away, Admiral.
Modern Warfare 2. Oh, they got greedy. I don't think they got greedy. I think it was just like, it was a business decision.
He's got an employee ID. That's him.
Like, greed, in my opinion, is the price of the microtransaction bundles. But, I mean, if people are leaving Modern Warfare 2, and so you decide to make the DLC for Modern Warfare 2 into a full-price game, that doesn't come across as greed, that comes across as desperation.
The operation.
That's a crazy good-looking face.
You started a war.
and I will finish that war.
Aegis guns are moments away from acquiring enemy targets, Admiral.
Fast work, Ethan. Well done.
You prolong the inevitable.
Get him out of here.
Ars Eternum.
Stand fast, Marines. Give me 5 minutes with this bastard.
Salt.
So many innocent people, Reyes.
Let's get out there and fight for him.
Roger.
Where it goes, sir?
Let's move.
Modern Warfare 3 had a horrible story. Yeah, the new Modern Warfare 3. Well, I guess kind of in the old one. No, it wasn't horrible. An interesting fact about the rebooted Modern Warfare 3, it was supposed to be a DLC starring Alejandro Vargas in Mexico. Like, he was the main character, and the game took place in Mexico. And I would have preferred that game, because Alejandro kicked ass in the new Modern Warfare 2. I would have loved to play a full game with him. But when they rebooted, or not rebooted, they reworked Modern Warfare 3 into, you know, Modern Warfare 3, Alejandro was dropped. All of the Mexico stuff that they had developed was hastily repurposed into Middle Eastern stuff. And you can tell, like, that Urzikstan map in Warzone, it doesn't look like the Middle East, you know? Here, let me reload this. All right, we're going to be able to fly. Here we go, guys.
Yes, sir.
Oh, is Battlefield 6 in 10 days? I'm looking forward to not Battlefield 7. I'm looking forward to Black Ops 7's Zombies mode.
Let's go get him, son.
A little bit annoyed that the Wonder vehicle is not like the transit bus, which is automated. It's in first person and everything. I'm annoyed that it's like a Warzone vehicle. You know, it clunkily goes into third person, which pulls you out of the immersion of a Call of Duty campaign. Like, imagine if you hopped into this jet here in Infinite Warfare and it just put you in third person. Like, that's okay in Halo, because in Halo it feels good, the third person, but in Call of Duty it always feels so janky. And that's not the kind of game Call of Duty is. We're going into space, boys. No, Modern Warfare 3 at least had a satisfying closure. Modern Warfare 3 ended with a cliffhanger and a ridiculously stupid death scene for Soap. You don't even get to kill Ben Shapiro Makarov in the reboot. I will say that Modern Warfare 3, the original game, the story wasn't that good. But, you know, you got to kill Makarov, which was nice.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative.
We got it. Let's get in there. Roger that. Engage the next destroyer.
I did like that they, you know, Soap's death in Modern Warfare 3, the original Modern Warfare 3, obviously matters a little bit more, because he was the player character, you know, and he kind of grew into his own character. What is going on? I can't, what am I shooting? What is happening? Hang on. What is going on? Okay. There is so much going on screen. And my jet, like, oh my god, this feels weird. So I'm trying to figure out how I can explain what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a jet. I don't feel like I'm in an aircraft. I feel like I'm in first-person zero gravity. Like, my jet can strafe left and right, and even backwards really quickly. So I feel more like I'm in zero G than I am piloting an aircraft. But there's so much stuff going on screen. I think that those ships are scaled down. I don't think they're actually that big. Because the speed at which I'm, like, strafing around this thing, it looks maybe like it's the size of a school bus. You know, from, like, a perspective. Yeah, hang on. Very overwhelmed. Very overstimulated right now. What is going on? Did we win? Oh, did we... Is that the dogfighting stuff? That was terrible. That was awful. I didn't know what I was... I was just holding down the trigger and it felt like my gun was shooting for me. I thought it was going to be like Battlefront 2. Like the original. That was nonsense. I liked the on-foot stuff.
I'm getting some abnormal readings. Same.
Whoa.
Scars, concentrate all fire on that super.
That was cool. Gosh, there's those award-winning Call of Duty explosions. Okay, we keep going. Holy mo... Okay. Am I... Am I piloting this? What is going on? Give me a second. Like, what? Just let me get my bearings. I can't... Am I winning?
Retribution, retreat! Retreat!
Retribution is moving to intercept course for tactical collision.
Do not execute collision!
Captain's orders, Warlord.
What's going on? Did they just do like the Rogue One thing?
Casualties aboard.
All stations, Retribution's in trouble! Focus fire on that super carrier!
Tigris is engaging. All scars, danger close.
That was a cool slip space jump animation. As far as like fictional ships jumping into like hyperspace, you know, or warping away. That looks awesome.
Just get to red.
Did we win? Is it over? That's awful.
Clear to land. Runway 2 Lima.
Roger 2 Lima coming in now.
Oh man, I don't want to play any more of these ship sequences. That's terrible. There's like no momentum to these ships. It feels like you're just in first person, like you're doing on-foot combat, but in 3D. Like 3D zero-G environments. I thought it was going to be more like Battlefront 2, where your ship has a bit of momentum, a little bit of weight, you know, you have room to breathe. That was like 5 minutes of visual nonsense.
Casualties from the crash maneuver, sir. I need a stretcher over here. Lieutenant Reyes, we need you up here right away. Bridge out.
Copy an assault.
That's a major snafu here, Reyes.
I'm broke, so I can either get Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6. I think it depends on what you'd like. As far as content goes, Battlefield 6, you know, multiplayer focused, where Black Ops 7 has at least PvE stuff and multiplayer stuff.
We got you, sir.
Damn good to see you, Lieutenant Reyes. Liz, help him out. Get that jack to his service bay pronto.
Yes, ma'am. Got an overdose of trouble here, sir.
Petty Officer First Class Ethan, this is Gibson, Red's air boss. Welcome to the Retribution. What's left of it.
Like, look how you can tell what I said earlier about them essentially assembling this, like, writers, elite strike force squad. You know, a strike force of really talented writers. Because I have yet to see a person that has spoken to me that I don't like. You know? They're all so charismatic and well written. And well cast, too.
Scar 2s are in the net. After that, you're it. Son of a bitch. Look at this.
don't sacrifice our crew when we're overrun.
Let's get to the bridge.
Okay, so this is this our ship, right?
Not much of a parade now, huh, Lieutenant?
Oh, were these people that were down there on the parade? Oh yeah, look at the TVs. There's the attack. Oh, we were in Geneva. Okay. This feels like a submarine. Like the sound design and stuff. It doesn't really sound like the hull of a sci-fi spaceship. It kind of sounds like the creaking and groaning of a submarine. Like, look at the pipes. Yeah, it feels like a submarine. I like it a lot. Like, this aesthetic. I don't agree that this game ripped off Halo aesthetically. Like that Pelican, yeah, that dropship does look suspiciously like a Pelican, but this does not feel like a Halo ship, you know? It feels like a kind of what if like submarines kind of eventually became, you know? What would a submarine but for outer space look like?
Let's do it.
Like, it's a cool aesthetic. I personally don't have any hope for Black Ops 7. The plot looks really dumb. On top of disgracing characters of Black Ops 2, like why is Menendez back? His arc was already fulfilled in all 3 endings of Black Ops 2. Well, not all 3 endings. But, yeah, no, I agree. It's very, Menendez isn't the Joker. You know, he doesn't want to, like, cause fear and chaos. He had a very specific goal in mind. Make the people who harmed him suffer, and then dismantle the United States by, not a terrorist attack, but by slowly, over the course of multiple decades, making the people of the United States disillusioned with it, so that they destroy the U.S. Then it can't recover, you know? And when he accomplished that, he was ready. You know, he was done. He fulfilled his vengeance. So he's not like this, you know, like, my next attack will make you all feel fear. Like, that's not who Menendez is.
Staff Sergeant, can we count on your help?
You'll have what you need from me, Lieutenant.
Salt, you with me?
Always.
Gator, get the Admiral on the line.
Copy.
Look at their eyes.
Top cat solvent. Roger.
Tiger's captain on deck. Captain Farron.
There's so much soul in the eyes of this game.
Scar team leader.
Captain, your ship and crew?
Intact.
Sir, Admiral Rains is on the line.
Put him through.
Captain Farron, ladies, gentlemen, it's good to see you.
Sir.
Let me make our situation absolutely clear. We are now at war with the settlement.
Ah, man.
Due to Captain Alder's
The that TikTok of let me make myself clear, and then Obama just vanishes. Like, that's anytime somebody says now, let me make our situation absolutely clear. I'm like, and then he just vanishes.
Today's attack was limited to SetDef launched a concurrent strike on the Moon Gateway port, and those cargo terminals receive freight critical.
Is this Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3? This is Infinite Warfare.
Lieutenant Reyes, I'm promoting you to the rank of commander. You are now the acting captain of Retribution.
Roger that, Admiral.
Keep the enemy away from home. Godspeed, captains. Top Cat out.
We've got no air wing.
Go without it. That's how we do things in the infantry, Lieutenant.
We'll insert the Marines from Retribution.
I'll provide overwatch from Tigris. Let's go to work, Captain Reyes. Stay sharp out there, all of you.
You too, Captain.
So I'm now the captain.
You got some shoes to fill now, Captain.
We've got limited boots and guns. Lieutenant Salter and I will deploy with you.
This is gonna be.
Ground assault. Captain's place is on the bridge.
Not this, Captain. Not today.
That's very, very reckless.
Marines,
The reason this guy was promoted to captain is because the previous captain just died. So that's very reckless for him to be like, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I want to be close to the action too.
Office is now yours. Be advised his effects are still in place.
Thanks, Boats.
I wonder how they're going to make this work, though, because Call of Duty campaigns are all about you following a guy and being told, like, quick, do the thing! Do the flashbang! But if you're the captain, it's not going to make sense for your men to be telling you what to do.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
That was smooth. That transition from the CGI into gameplay.
High praise coming from you, Nora.
I just realized there's no loading screens.
I'll give you a moment.
There were no loading screens at all. There's like those level loading things, like a Half-Life 2 style thing. It looks like a sci-fi techie screen for a second, and I know that those things are Half-Life style. Like, it's not supposed to be like that. But there's like no proper loading screens yet. It's all been seamless. That's a good view. Good use of depth of field. They don't really... Games aren't fun anymore with their visual effects. Like, a lot of games now, you know, people just immediately turn off chromatic aberration, film grain, like all of this stuff, depth of field, like... You know, and granted, in a lot of games, they're not used very tastefully or artistically, but, like, right here, this shot here of you looking out your window, the depth of field is used in such a creative way because it draws your attention. It's set up like a film, you know? Your eye, none of that's important. You get it. It's space debris. You're not supposed to be looking at it. You get the picture. You're focusing on the guys outside fixing the ship. And if you didn't have depth of field, or like if it was just a generic depth of field effect that it's applied universally during gameplay, you wouldn't have that careful creative use of it, you know? Games just don't use their visual effects in a really creative way like that anymore. I don't know. That's cool. That's a cool looking gameplay moment and a really creative use of depth of field to draw your eyes. Let's see if the old captain had computer games installed. Okay, we're not going to be listening to these. Maybe later, but AA reports. Lieutenant Reyes and okay, these are just. Oh, this is nice. So since the game is like one long take, right? Like that, no loading screens, right? So I guess it would be like if you need a refresher, you could probably, after a mission, like if you haven't played in a while, you could probably come back to your captain's quarters and like read these reports and be like, ah, gotcha, I remember that. Oh, that's fun, and there's all the bios. Where'd they get these You know what? Hang on, I noticed something kind of cool. So look at this. UNSA, which I assume is like, you know, it's like us, you know, the good guys. And it's all of these, like, we're in portrait, you know, like really nice photographs of them. Maybe a little bit too cinematic, like that, you know, like, hey, man, just, we're taking your photo, okay? You don't have to do that. So, how'd they get that picture of Ethan as well? Like, but if you come over here, the photos of these bad guys here, because that's Kit Harington, and that guy does not have the logo, the UNSA. These look like not you know, like, please stand in front of the camera and don't smile, we're taking your photo. These look like they were captured via security footage and stuff. And it's like, well, yeah, they're not going to get Kit Harington, like, good attack on our parades, sir. Just stand in front of the camera so we can get you for the dossier, and then we'll let you go. You know, they're going to use security footage of these bad guys. So that's fun. Fun little attention to detail. Metroid Dread is the only recent game in memory where I enjoyed the use of film grain. Yeah, that was a game that did... That was a game that used film grain really creatively, right? Yeah, when the little... the Emmys are searching for you... and the game gets, like, really film grainy and scratchy, and it makes you feel kind of, like, anxious and stuff, and the film grain vanishes once you defeat them.
Ready. Sir, your key now has activation clearance for the fast travel drop ignition.
Check.
Here we go.
I have Tiger's Captain Farron for the commander.
Patch it.
Captain, Tigers will drop in outside the area of operation. Once Red joins, we'll hold position.
This game only has like 6 main missions, but you're missing out on half the content, including the Jackal missions. If I recall correctly, there's 5 Jackal missions. Okay.
CPU fire, bridge sector 3.
Status?
Location accuracy is 0.97. Hull integrity below normal. Can we make it, Gator?
I'll get us in.
Steady as she goes.
Exiting the slip.
Influx in 3, 2, 1.
Get that fire out!
Yes.
That was very cool.
Commander, Tiger's set for first airstrike. Notify when your reads are staged for insert.
Tigers are standing by. Let's bug out. You got the con, Gator.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant, Captain, I'll see you to the armory.
Yes, okay, that's how they're doing it. I was gonna ask, so how are they gonna say, Captain, go do the thing? You know, like order me about, but they're writing around it. Characters are written as if they've like interpreted what you're gonna ask of them. Anyways, it's like with silent protagonists, you know? People always ask silent protagonists open-ended questions that don't really need an answer, or they're cut off before your silent protagonist is expected to answer. So it allows your character to stay quiet, you know, in an organic way. And for this game, they're also doing the, you know, like, good job, sir, we've jumped to the thing. Now come with me, I'll escort you to your weapons lock. Like, you know, people are ordering you around without ordering you around because you're the captain.
Staff Sergeant Omar's squad is on the well deck.
Why is Sergeant Omar taking lead on this?
It's a joint operation, Salt. He's the senior Marine on board.
He disrespected you.
Don't let him under your skin.
Warrant Officer Griff is expecting you both in the armory, Captain.
Okay. Just looking outside a little bit.
On the path, sir. Gaskets are fried, valve needs to be resealed. Retribution's seen better days. Guess we all have.
I remember hearing prior to this game's release that they wanted
Nothing's changed, Griff.
the cast of this game to be very they wanted the cast of this game to be incredibly diverse because they thought that in the future people wouldn't, like, you'd have more blending, you'd have more mixed families and stuff, and it wouldn't make sense that hundreds and hundreds of years in the future you'd still have, like, yeah. And I've noticed that there's like so many accents that I'm hearing. There's so many, there's a lot of variety. It's very refreshing for a Call of Duty campaign because I was just playing all of those older COD games.
So what's up? Reinforcing the Lunar Gateway.
Okay, we get to make our A suppressor for a light-based weapon. Gotcha. Full auto. Well, okay. It says energy, right? It doesn't specifically say that it's a laser gun, so I guess it could be anything. Tracking optic that outlines enemies even through smoke. Yeah, that's good. I do like this though. I like this one a lot. This attachment. Oh, I don't have any shotguns unlocked. That sucks. Yeah, I'll go with can I customize my guy? Like, is it like Black Ops 2 where you can also get perks? Because that would be cool. Here, we'll put that on as well. Here, I want the Seeker Bot thing. Okay. All right. Confirm for mission. Infinity Ward cooked and people hated them for it. Yeah, Infinity Ward cooked.
Not on your life.
Give him hell, sir. We're behind
You got it. Look, every single person that I've talked to in this game is like perfectly cast and really charismatic. Even the toaster, you know, the robot.
I don't want to hear it from the Marines.
Like, this game has meticulous casting. They really went all in with this. Okay.
We need to stay ahead of them, Reyes. None of this is standard operating.
Outgunned, not outmatched, Lieutenant.
When do we become the underdogs?
About an hour ago.
Hold it here. We're good. Boss?
Not how we aim for promotion, Ethan.
You're the right man for the job, Reyes. May Alder rest in peace.
Hangar shaping up? Affirmative. Top men on it.
Ethan, I want you
There's
to stay
Ethan.
with us.
Roger that, sir.
Corporal Brooks will check you out.
The only thing that is a little bit unrealistic is that Ethan has like the, you know, the filtery, robotic-y. He has a filter on his voice, you know, 'cause robot. Where I think, you know, modern voice synthesis, you know, voice AI stuff has shown that you don't need that. Like, AI's not going to have that in the future. Unless it's some kind of, like...
What are these packs for, man?
To power your jumps and your wall runs. Give you control in 0G.
Don't you know all this, Ethan?
I do, Captain. I find the lieutenant's voice soothing.
All aboard, sir.
Look at him, he's flirting. The robot.
Ground pounders and Tigers are set. Let's not be late to the party.
What's the gun, Lunar? Bravo 1, left rear.
Staff Sergeant!
Movement, private. Load up.
That's 18, sir. Plus our officers. And this guy.
I keep getting lost just because, like, the character dialogue's good.
Spot, not drone, but deserving attempted humor, sir.
Don't call me sir, I work for a living. Check your bot, Captain, before I throw him out the airlock. See what those things can do.
That won't be necessary, Staff Sergeant. Ethan, park it.
Aye, sir.
Rovers for capacity.
Not a problem, Private.
This guy doesn't like Ethan. He doesn't like robots.
Yes, ma'am.
Load up.
There's also, I've noticed something with Ethan's motion capture, like his animations and stuff. He's stiffer than everyone else. Like, everyone else, you know, is like shuffling around, where Ethan, even though, you know, he's like funny, he's making jokes and stuff, he is still a drone, and he's still imitating human language to make his fellow soldiers more comfortable. So in his motions, he's still like very stiff with the way that he moves. He isn't just animated like one of the boys, you know?
Shift it, robot. Eyes up on your hats. Be briefed or be sorry.
Yes, Sergeant.
Earth's Lunar Gateway port is currently under siege. To defend it, the Retribution will insert 2 teams. Alphas and Bravos. 1s and 2s. Our primary objective is to retake that port. Hoorah! Hoorah!
All right. Look, there's the Half-Life loading screen.
Masks up! Tigris Actual, how copy?
Solid, you set?
Affirmative.
Oh, did you see that look he just gave Ethan when Ethan stood up? This guy doesn't like Ethan. Oh. This is nuts. We're doing a lunar lander. Like, that's the Earth in the sky. Do you see this? This is insane. Uh-oh. Is this Terminal? Because the Terminal remake in Infinite Warfare is set on the moon, which I thought was kind of cool.
Stay out of my way, Ethan. Let's get in gear. Take this terminal. Push that thing back up the arsehole it came from.
Section's cordoned off.
Emergency airlock's open. That's our access point. Let's stack in.
Yeah, look at him. Do you see how stiff Ethan's animated? He's not like the others. I don't know. It's a good attention to detail.
Here comes gravity.
Masks up.
Move out.
Is this based off the canceled COD game that Neversoft was making? I'd imagine there was probably a lot of shared documentation and stuff between the two. Okay, we're good.
Firing squad.
Shot in the back. No shot.
Oops.
Executed. Set def, don't take prisoners. Down here's blocked. No way through.
Let's try the second floor.
Oh, we're going to get to use the jetpacks again, aren't we? It's been a little while since we used them. Man. I was part of the hate brigade for this game, by the way. I clowned on this game really hard. That was back in 2016. How old was I? Over a decade ago. I had to have been at least 21. No, I was like 20, I think. 10 years ago would have been 19. 9 years ago. Yeah, so I think I was 20 or 21. God, so my frontal lobe was still developing. The internet hive mind still affected me. I still wanted to be part of the internet groupthink. So I clowned on this game too. There's so much care and love put into this game. It's a shame. Yeah, this COD game, when it was announced, the Call of Duty community, you know, because they're all, like, Call of Duty fans, and, like, I love them, okay? I'm a Call of Duty fan. But Call of Duty fans, you know, kind of meatheads. We like our military shooters. We like our World War II stuff. You know, we want, you know, like, Bravo Echo Tango. This is, blah, 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 you know, rappelling from helicopters. Call of Duty fans did not want a game set in outer space. This is too much for them. You know, they want something that's a little bit simpler, something that's a little bit more close to home. And so they clowned on this game hard. This trailer for Infinite Warfare was one of the most disliked video game trailers of all time. It like in the first, what was it, the first day, it racked up 3 million dislikes. And couldn't even break 500,000 likes. It was like ratioed to hell and back. And the game's marketing campaign basically became defense. Rather than trying to market the game, it was them trying to explain that this game is good actually and you should give it a try. And it's a shame. This is good. Why was it being clowned on again? The future. Like the future stuff. COD fans, they didn't want like sci-fi. They didn't want laser guns. You know, and I totally get it. But I think now it's like kind of like be careful of what you wish for, because now Call of Duty is kind of stuck in this Warzone era, and it's doing nothing new, nothing interesting. You know, all the Call of Duty games now use the exact same game engine. They all have the same gameplay systems, same animation styles. I would love to see, you know, something like this. And granted, like, this isn't, you know, this is not Halo. This is still, like, we're going to the moon to shoot a bunch of humans. But this is a little bit more charismatic, I guess, now, after so many back-to-back years of, like, hyper-realistic-looking COD games. To have something that's kind of like, yeah, we're in the future. We're shooting laser AK-47s. We're, our squad mate is racist towards robots. And remember, this COD game also came out after Black Ops 3. And Black Ops 3, like, people, you know, multiplayer was good and everything. Zombies was good. But, that campaign was miserable for Black Ops 3. Like, it wasn't just kind of, like, bad, you know, from, like, a... Like, the villain was stupid, the plot didn't really make any sense. It was also just, like... It was, like, nasty. Like, it was a mean campaign. It felt like... You know, like an edgy teenager. Something an edgy teenager would think is cool. It was just... It was mean-spirited, it was cruel, it was nasty, and it was just really... just bad and stupid. And so this game coming out and getting shit on, but it's like, I love everyone in this game so far. All the characters are just so well written, so likable. Man, I wish I could, like, go back in time and hug the developers of this game and tell them that, like, you know, the game you're liking, the game you're making will be appreciated in a decade. The love for the game will eventually outlive the hate. Not gonna lie, this is making me want to revisit it. I never played the campaign, just the multiplayer. I am pleasantly surprised by how good the campaign is. Like, the first mission is on Europa. Second mission is on Earth, as it's being attacked. Third mission, we assault a moon base. And, like, look at this. There's, like, suitcases. And the moon base is stylized. I don't think this is a moon base. I think this is a moon port. Because it looks like an airport, doesn't it? But instead of, like, planes, you're boarding space shuttles. And there's, like, luggage and suitcases and stuff. It's just, it's cool. And now I get a little bit more of some of the tech and stuff like that. So this space AK-47, I think this thing is Martian. That's why it looks so different from some of the other, like that NV4 assault rifle. Like, this thing was developed on Mars for Martians. Okay, we're gonna pick up this thing, though. Whoa, look at that! Okay. Moon Colony, more like it, yeah. The COD community has never been careful of what they wish for. They wanted advanced movement until it got oversaturated, then they wanted boots on the ground until that got oversaturated, and rinse, repeat. Yeah, Call of Duty is, Call of Duty's interesting, because, nothing lasts forever, you know? Things come and go in terms of popularity, and we will see the not maybe the death of the Call of Duty franchise, but the decline of the Call of Duty franchise in terms of, like, relevancy in gaming. But, the thing about, like, COD is, at least for the last couple of decades, it's been very good at being able to dramatically reinvent itself in order to stay on top, you know? And it feels sort of like lately, though, Call of Duty might genuinely, honest to God, be in trouble. Because part of the reason that, like, the Modern Warfare reboot was so successful wasn't just because of the visuals, wasn't just because of Warzone, wasn't just because of the graphics and everything, you know, animation tech and stuff. It was because it was the first Modern Warfare game since 2011, in 8 years, you know? It was very exciting for people. Like, the nostalgia, reintroducing Modern Warfare to a new generation, like, a lot of really good stuff. And then Black Ops hadn't been Black Ops for a very long time, you know? The last Black Ops game with, like, connections to the old games was Black Ops 2 in 2012. So, you know, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, those games had nothing to do with the old Black Ops games. So Cold War then also hit the nostalgia point by tying back to Black Ops 1, giving you back Mason and Woods. But now Call of Duty's in this tough spot where they kind of have been overdoing Modern Warfare. You know, people are starting to get a little bit sick of looking at Price. People are getting a little bit sick of looking at Woods. And word on the street is that the next Call of Duty game after Black Ops 7 will be, oh. He said we need good men, not machines. Like, the next Call of Duty game after Black Ops 7 will be Modern Warfare 4, and it will be set in Korea, which is, you know, kind of interesting. I can't wait to see how they come up with a private military company or a fictional nation to be the main antagonists. But it just feels like these two sub-brands, Black Ops and Modern Warfare, like, they're running them into the ground, and they're gonna have to do something new soon. Because Black Ops and Modern Warfare are losing their magic, you know? Like, nobody cares that Price is back. Apparently, Sledgehammer Games is working on an original Call of Duty game set in a new universe. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how well it's received. It's apparently going to be another movement-heavy title with an emphasis on hand-to-hand combat, which is kind of interesting, but I'd imagine that Treyarch is probably already, after, you know, they're probably already brainstorming what the next Black Ops game is going to be. Infinity Ward, Modern Warfare 4 next year, and you know there will be another Modern Warfare game. Whether it's a spin-off or a Modern Warfare 5 or something, like, they got to do something. There's got to be some original Call of Duty games. Because it does feel like Call of Duty is starting to accelerate towards its own death. Not to be crazy. Infinity Ward are also working on a new IP completely. A new IP, not even a new COD game? Is that true? Where was that heard? Do you hear that? Boom, 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 boom. That music? That's pretty decent. Whoa! No, Ethan! Oh, wait, that's not Ethan. That's evil Ethan. I thought that was freaking Ethan. Like, just smacking people around with his body weight. There's good guy Ethan. Oh, look how cool Ethan is! Oh, Oh no, I'm losing oxygen. My mask is breached. Okay, we got it open. Quickly, get in, get in. I need air, I need air.
Everybody in one piece?
Good to go, Ethan. You?
Full steam, sir.
Earth's in trouble if we don't take back that cargo port.
Can 2 capital ships hold this airspace, sir? Negative. They need air support.
One step at a time. Let's get the
That's funny. Did you see that? This is the you know, it's you know, airport security stuff. Well, I guess moon port security. And Ethan just freaking runs through and he sets off the thing. Cuz he's all metal. That's fun.
All Bravo. Alpha's on the north side of the hangar. What's your status?
Moving your way, actual. Rendezvous on your order.
Where's my gun? Do I just not have a gun? Oh, I guess we're all setting off the alarms. That's okay. Crazy. In 2016, we had 2 cool robots. Ethan and BT. Yeah, BT. Yeah, Titanfall had just come out. Yeah, the battle of the charismatic robots.
These shock grenades are very effective against the bots.
Yeah, keep those away from me, will you, sir? There's an upgrade terminal here too, Captain.
Shotgun and LMG. Gonna need both, Reyes.
Shotgun and an LMG. You got it. Okay, I guess I'll take this. I was kind of hoping for an assault rifle. Terminal. What is this for? Increases the damage done to enemy robots. Oh, so you can like upgrade your equipment and stuff? Okay. That's alright. What you up to, Ethan? Look, okay, this is one of my favorite things in Call of Duty campaigns. You know, like the AI, they'll look very awkward. It's a, God, what was it? This developer told me what it's called in the game industry. When you need an AI to stand in one place and not move, you can't just have them stand because they'll look really awkward standing still and not doing anything. And they called it like, it's called like happy feet or fidgety feet, steppy feet, like something like that, something with feet. And it's, you're having an AI basically standing in a place and pretending to do a thing. And if you actually stand and look at them, you're not supposed to stare at them for too long. So look at Ethan. What's Ethan doing? What's he doing? What is he doing? He's got his hands like this, like he's, you know, like trying to like pick something out. He's looking at something, but look, his hand, he's scanning something. He's looking at the tools, but he's never gonna grab something. But look, it kind of looks like he's counting the tools, right? He's like looking at, what's he up to? What's he doing? Well, it's because I'm not moving forward, and it would be awkward if the AI were like that guy right there. So you got Ethan over here just doing his thing, like, I don't know, counting tools, deciding which one he wants to bring with him. Let's go over to this guy. What's this guy doing? Salter, what's she up to? She is... Okay, she's checking her weapon. She's checking the iron sights, making sure that they're good, making sure they're calibrated. Yeah, check the weapon, check those iron sights again. Weapon's looking good. I like it. One more time on the iron sights. Yeah, they're good. Weapon, yeah, seems fine. The iron sight, like, is... Here, let's see what he's doing. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, he's just shuffling back and forth on his feet. Okay, now I take my thing, and everyone now jumps into action. Look, see? Now they're all moving. Yes.
Allied troops in contact up here.
There's already some fights happening. Let's get down there then.
Coming to reinforce.
So for those of you who've never played a Call of Duty campaign or have never played Infinite Warfare, what are your thoughts so far? How are you feeling? Pleasantly surprised, mid. I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts. Oh, that's a cool reload animation. Look at that. Gosh, Call of Duty animations, like before the Modern Warfare reboot, which has good animations, by the way. Call of Duty did these pretty kind of floaty animations so well. Like Call of Duty was like the king of fluid animations. Dude, it's still wild to me that like Black Ops 3 got away with straight up copying Titanfall 2's wall running. And I mean, Infinite Warfare, I can't give too much hate because this game is just using the Black Ops 3 movement system, but I would love to know what happened behind the scenes, how Infinite Warfare ended up with Black Ops 3's movement. Like, you know, complete with the wall running and stuff. All my autistic energy is directed at Silent Hill F right now, late night. I need you to play it. How is Silent Hill F? Is it good? I saw a brief gameplay snippet of a boss fight in Silent Hill F, and I was worried. I mean, people say that the game is good, so I take it that, you know, everything is fine and on the up and up. But pre-release, there was footage of a boss fight, and it looked like a Dark Souls boss. Like, you had to, like, parry attacks in Silent Hill, you know? Here, let's throw some of these shock grenades at the robots. To be honest, it feels like a typical COD game with a Tom Cruise's Oblivion skin on top of it. Tom Cruise's Oblivion. Oh, Tom Cruise did do a sci-fi movie called Oblivion. I was thinking of like the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and the actor or the main character of this game sort of looks like Tom Cruise. So I thought you were dissing the quality of the model by saying he looks like Tom Cruise from an Oblivion game. Like, that's where my brain was. Is Tom Cruise's Oblivion a good movie? How is the horror of Silent Hill F? Because that maybe would be like my biggest concern, I guess, if it's like super like action heavy, you know, like you have a parry attack and stuff. Is it a horror game, or is it more of like an action game? Because Resident Evil has kind of given up being scary. You know, Resident Evil is a little bit more of an action franchise now with horror elements. Let's get in there, Reyes. You got it. Call of Duty definitely has a formula that it follows, though, which is clear out a couple rooms. Your AI stand around a door. The door opens. Move through the door. Everyone kind of stands around talking.
Scars are going everywhere. Time to earn your wings. You got some spine, Captain. My guys, hold this rock. We'll send your exfil.
Get that elevator moving.
Check.
orders, Captain. Following with us, Ethan. Yes, sir.
All right, come on, Ethan.
Omar, you're with Salter. Ethan,
I like how puffy Ethan's pants look.
I've chosen my team, Sergeant.
Damn.
Confidence, sir. Let's get off the ground.
Did you hear that shade? Leave the bot, take a Marine. And then he's, I've chosen my team. Dude, I love Ethan. Fuck this guy over here. I like Ethan. I know it's me, it's me not personifying. What is it called? Humanizing? Humanizing an AI that's designed to seem like a human, but it's working. Whoa, is this Moon City?
Go for launch.
Oh no, it's a flying thing. Okay. Shit.
Only way we're holding this board is reclaiming air superiority. Let's clean this up and drive SETDEF out of this airspace.
Oh boy, okay, it's starting. It's starting. Craziness. Shoot at the little red things. Lots of HUD stuff. Oh boy, okay. God, is this what it feels like getting older? I've noticed ever since I hit 25, my ability to just digest this stuff and process it has gone down. Like, I probably, back when this game released and I was in my, like, early 20s or late teens or whenever, I probably could have easily handled this. What is going on? What's the point? What are we supposed to be doing? Am I just like floating around in circles? Oh, is that like how you reload? Wow, we really are just like floating around in circles, shooting at little HUD things. Oh no. Oh boy. There's a lot of ships. Does the Jackal have regenerating health? No. Okay. Honestly, these sections are a bit brain dead once you get the hang of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's super overstimulating, but at least it looks freaking cool. Yeah, I think what would help a lot, and I know this is like, you know, they probably knew this, but they couldn't do it anyway, because like Call of Duty developers, they're not stupid, you know? If these Call of Duty developers were able to produce a new first-person shooter every 2 years, clearly they know quite a lot about how to make content and how to pace content. But I'd imagine that what would make these feel a little bit less overstimulating and a little bit less like, it's like just everything's happening at all times, is if there was a little bit more space. You know, time to kind of approach combat. You know, you gotta fly over there. Like, even 30 seconds of downtime as you fly over to the next engagement. But, you know, for Call of Duty, they probably don't have that luxury. Those developers, they probably know down to a T how to pace these combat encounters before, like, their player base loses focus. I can't... There is just so much going on, though. All right. Did we do it? Yeah, we did it. Okay. Move to the launch point. What's the launch sequence? Autopilot engaged. Okay, are we going into space? Is this on rails or are you flying it? I was flying it there. It feels kind of like the on-foot combat. Like, it's not like Battlefront. There isn't any forward momentum. Like, you can strafe left, right, back. You can go up, down. Like, it feels like they took the COD engine. Like, it's like fake, you know? It's like fake flying. You can feel that you're not actually in an aircraft. And I mean, these are definitely... Oh, look at that. This is pre-rendered. Now we're back into raw gameplay. And I can imagine that those moments, those like Half-Life loading screen moments, you know, where that thing appears on the screen for like a moment. I'd imagine those don't exist on the console, and that it's all seamless. They're being really clever, though, about the way that they're able to, like, get you from one place to the other seamlessly. What the hell? Dude! Are you joking? We're, like, actually... Oh, this is so cool. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. This is so cool. Oh my god, this is awesome. Holy crap. Oh, you can like grapple over to cover. Oh my god. Dude, this is like zero-G combat. Okay. This is cool. Okay, so like zero-G combat kind of sucks, right? Because it's really hard to orient yourself. It's really hard to make it feel snappy, smooth, responsive and stuff. So this grappling hook essentially allows you to kind of anchor yourself to points of interest, realign yourself really quickly, as well as play aggressively. But then also, like, you'd think that you're a sitting duck, right? Like, floating around in outer space. But all of the, like, look at this. This piece of, like, a hull, it's cover that you can zip over to and hide behind. And then you can just kind of, like, float out of the cover and keep shooting. This is so cool. Dude, I'm invested. Oh, this is an enemy ship. Oh my god, we're boarding an enemy ship. Oh, now we gotta shut the windows so we can get our atmosphere back. Watch now, everything's gonna drop, right? Oh, this is so cool. Holy shit. Fun fact, this game was heavily inspired by the space level in COD Ghosts. They wanted to expand on space combat from it. I can feel it. COD Ghosts space level was the most creative thing in that whole campaign. Outside of, like, the dog, I think. This is awesome. This is great. And that was in no loading screens.
Down the elevator shaft, go.
So we've boarded an enemy ship.
Combat
Are we gonna scuttle it? Dude, look at the lighting. Look at the shadows. Oh, we're like, shh, shh, shh. Everyone, shh. We're sneaking. Shh. I see my wife being very snuggly over on the couch. Oh, there you guys are. It's very dark here.
Copy. Get it open.
Agents down. Enemies have not been located. Roger. Command's code. Search. Move out.
There we go. Well, I guess we took care of them, didn't we? What's with the aliasing? I have anti-aliasing turned off. If you want, I can turn it back on. I had anti-aliasing turned off just for, like, performance reasons. I think what we'll do is we'll finish this mission, and then I am going to probably get off. I see my wife rolling around over there under the blankets, looking very cozy and comfy. Wait, how did they not know you're here? Did no one hear the giant explosions that blew out the windows? Yeah, wasn't that the bridge? It's like the video game thing of like, you like kill 2 guards, you know, or you'll kill 2 guys, you shoot them, and then you go into the next room and like nobody's alerted. What is this?
Warship positions. Can you pull it?
Already downloaded, sir.
Solid. Let's go. Tigris actual. Weapons are down. Moving to exfil.
Staff Sergeant, take us out.
Enemy warship positions. Is that going to be like a setup for side missions? Oh, hang on. Let me reset the checkpoint. I think a cool thing happened that I missed. Let's go. Oh no! Oh, Ethan rocks. Oh, did you see that? He didn't insult Ethan. I think he's starting to like Ethan, guys. Dude, look at the lighting. Oh my god, we gotta escape the ship. Alright, let's get going. What's in here? I want to see what's in here. Armory. Hell yeah, I'll take some of these. Oh. This thing is cool. I freaking love this. This, in the... I know this thing from the zombies mode. I like this gun quite a lot. So look at this. It's like... Pew, 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 like laser gun, you know? Reloads kind of like that. But then if you hold down Y, you got dual wield SMGs. So you can attach them together to make them into a rifle, or you can separate them and make them independent dual wielded weapons. This thing's awesome. Yeah, okay. Let's open a couple more of these. Don't worry, this is a COD campaign. We'll have plenty of time to escape. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think we got. I freaking love this gun. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a little bit more dramatic. Uh-oh. Let's go up here. Let's see, isn't this cool? You separate them, turn them into dual SMGs, slide into someone while shooting them, get behind the cover, turn it back into an assault rifle. Okay. But we've really got to escape. Dude, the sound design is insane. Would it be cool if Halo had a Forerunner gun that was similar to the Type 2? Oh, dude, yeah. Could you imagine a Forerunner weapon that was kind of like this? That'd be awesome. Oh, let's get into our little ship. And we're out of here. We just... Dude, we boarded and scuttled an enemy ship. That was cool. Wow. I've got goosebumps right now. That was incredible. That is the coolest thing I think I've played in a sci-fi game in ages. That was awesome, man.
Stratcom decrypted a fleet transmission from Admiral Koch broadcast 6 hours before the attack.
Roger, Admiral. Go ahead.
Today, the front embarks on a conquest. Here and now, we will eradicate the authority and influence of the Earth.
Villain isn't doing it, though.
Our world is just beginning. Theirs is dying. It is not enough to...
He just, look at his eyes. He's too... His eyes are too soft. His face is too soft. He doesn't... They gave him like that. They gave him the scar to make him look badass. He just... Look, like he looks like he's tearing up. Like, I want to give him a hug, you know?
They won't stop until they take our world.
He's miscast for sure.
Understood, sir.
Ship repair updates for you, sir. Hangar deck is back online. Good news.
Look, like that guy was cool though. Like Kit Harington aside, everybody that I've seen in this game has just been like pleasant.
No doubt you do. You've got your orders, Ethan. Yes, I do, sir.
I don't know who that guy was that just, you know, gave me the updates and everything, helped me out of my ship, but I like him. That was like a pleasant little guy.
Confirm or deny that, boss?
I'll take that as a yes. Take that as a hell yes. Making all kinds of history today. Let's get upstairs, Reyes. See what we got.
This is nuts. This gives like Halo 2 energy. In terms of just everybody is really likable. And casting across the board is great, you know?
We'll get home again, Saul.
I know.
Captain, Lieutenant, news report coming on about the gateway battle if you want to join us.
I'll pass. No news is good news.
Is this like a little VR game? Oh, it's probably training stuff, right? Because I'd imagine like soldiers, you know, that are in like an active war zone, they probably don't want to be like, oh my God, you know, I gotta like relax, I gotta decompress a little bit. I think I'm gonna play a war game in virtual reality that's very immersive, you know?
Grab a seat, get settled.
It's gonna be good, man.
Hope SetDef is watching.
To hell with them.
Quiet. What's coming on?
Reclaim the Moon Gateway Harbor from the settlement defense front. The Gateway complex is the Earth's primary cargo, commerce, and passenger.
That's funny. The news station is IW, which is also the acronym for Infinity Ward. That's fun.
Including the Navy's elite SCAR team and UNSA Marines, 4
All right. Oh, you can set the views? That's cool. Let's do that one. I like that. That's a good... Okay. All right, they can enjoy this. Guys, that's probably where we're gonna pause it. And even my Shih Tzu knows. Hi, Titi. Hi, baby. I'm gonna take you outside. You wanna go outside? Yeah, you wanna go? Okay. All right, you wanna go outside, Titi? You wanna go outside? Yeah? Okay. We're gonna go outside, Titi. Happy sneeze, wiggle, pom-pom. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining. This was a lot of fun.